Hey Twitch streamers, have you ever considered identifying as a deer?
No, not
Well,
really.
before you decide to join Otocoilus virginiana, here's some important safety information. You live outdoors. No fancy indoor plumbing for you. No phones, no lights, no motor cars, not a single luxury. That means no fancy computers to actually stream on. It's not like you have thumbs to play video games anyway. Speaking of which, you don't have thumbs. You can't use cell phones, tie your shoelaces, or use the 3 seashells. Too bad. You have to fend for yourself and eat what you can find. No ordering pizza. Deer don't eat pizza. You now need to pay attention to when deer season is, but bad news, deer can't read.
It's coming right for us!
Wow, didn't know being a deer was so hard. So, you're glad you're a human. Stay that way.
This has been a public service announcement in the interest of public safety, paid for by the committee to stop people from wanting to become f***ing deer.
Do the magic hand thing. Come on, baby. Do the magic hand thing. I'm out of ideas.
This is the power of math, people!
I am Cornholio. I need TV for my bunghole.
Can't get the smell of the patriarchy out of the costume? New Bat Stank Body Spray will eliminate those tough odors. Strong enough to punch the penguin into prison, yet soft enough for a non-binary person of color. Bat Stank Body Spray, now available at Gotham Drugs. For the best cat litter when kitty poops, go out and get duty scoops.
Hey kids, that wacky Giorgio is back, and she's bringing all of her titles with her.
Her Imperial Highness, Mother of the Fatherland, Overlord of Vulcan, Dominus of Kronos, Regina Andor.
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it!
Emperor Philippa Giorgio Augustus Iaponius Centaurus.
And this time she's head of a super secret agency
Section 31.
that everyone already seems to know about. Not much of a secret now, is it? Don't miss Michelle Yeoh in Section 31, coming soon. We promise. This time we mean it. No, really, we mean it this time. We swear it's coming soon, okay?
Coming soon to BBC America, a bunch of assholes and a TARDIS. Watch them going into the TARDIS. Watch them walking out of the TARDIS. Popping in and out of random rooms. Seriously, this is like Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd in the Waiter sketch.
Pick up pie. Roger. Your pie, sir.
Do you like action, suspense, and intrigue? Well, too bad. Watch them talk about their feelings. Well, at least there's Captain Jack. Coming to whichever popular streaming service you happen to subscribe to. Or not, who cares? Glue. Glue comes in all forms, shapes, and sizes. For centuries, it's had 1,000,001 uses. Unless you're an idiot who decides to glue his lips or other body parts together.
I glued my balls to my butthole again.
Whoa, that's a sticky situation.
Oh my god, what did I do?
And now, that'll have to be amputated. Now you have no lips or balls, and you'll have to drink through a straw or sit down to pee. Too bad. So remember, glue it, don't abuse it. This has been a public service announcement paid for by the committee to stop people from gluing their lips or other body parts together. Glue is not for use by actual gorillas or chimpanzees. And humans, don't put it in your f***ing hair.
Hey, wait a minute!
and I need you both to know. I'll carry it everywhere I go.
This is the power of math, people!
Whoa. I think I just figured something out, Beavis. This sucks.
Yeah, me.
Sheer fucking hubris.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.
The black shield is the black shield. It comes down and it goes up the shield.
And you suck, 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 suck.
Feelings in castles.
Because I've had enough.
Feelings on boats.
You were always going on and on about He-Man.
You used to go on and on about Skeletor.
Feelings in hell.
I died!
Yeah, and the rest of us had to live with it.
Like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of Eternia.
Finally, a chicken I could put my blessing behind. Say yes to Pope Yes Chicken, the official chicken of Pope Abaiga. The only chicken you'll need for your salvation. Even that Shlomo guy likes it.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff.
Say yes to Pope Yes. It's heavenly.
Now streaming on Disney Plus.
Well, look who it is!
Everyone's favorite little green guy is back in town, and he's not alone. Then watch as Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni attempt to salvage whatever is left of Boba Fett's character by having him ride the Rancor, which is actually pretty dumb. Seriously, the holiday special gets Boba Fett right, and this doesn't? What the hell is wrong over at Disney? Then see our little buddy and the Rancor make friends, and then watch as the two of them go nappies. Oh, that's adorable. Baby Yoda stars in, who cares anymore? This started out with so much promise, but just like Rogue One and everything else Disney Star Wars, it just couldn't stick the landing, could it?
Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda. We have, I gotta be honest. Where's my thing? I'm looking for my window. Oh no. Oh no. I forgot which thing I'm on. Talk amongst yourselves so I figure out my green screen. First, I'm like, okay, let me wear something lower cut. Second, I'm like, okay, let me make sure. And then I'm like, oh shit. So I keep having to go back and forth and back. Thank you so much, Tyler Tarantino. To have food in my teeth. What is that? I had a little mochi coffee thing, so I'd get some energy going because it's a little warm, it's a little this and this. We went out shopping right before the stream, and now I'm like, I gotta remember what we talked about. It was Baby Yoda being cute. So Baby Yoda's being cute. I think can we just, I want to go on record and say that I know the people who are mad that the sequel trilogy is still canon, right? Those people aren't watching me anyway, so, duh. We know it isn't, we know it's not going to erase canon. We know all roads lead to the sequel trilogy.
Yep, they do.
Spoiler, the red guys, the red knights, the Spanish Inquisition guys show up. You know, the ones who stabbed Rey in the back that they CGI'd out?
Yeah.
Remember in that fight from the throne room scene from the Last Jedi?
I have to upset the movie, the TV magic here.
It's okay, they know it's a green screen.
Yeah, they know it's a green screen?
They know it's a green screen.
Pay no attention to the man behind that green screen. Yeah, the guys that Rey should have stabbed Rey in the back and ended her.
They're in this.
Ended a reign of terror. Yeah.
Oh, this was a not fun set. It was not a fun set.
It was.
They take so long to get. It's 50 minutes. All right.
50 minutes. It felt like 3 hours.
It did.
And she's in the thing here for no reason.
Well, okay, I see what they did. So one of the things that they did was...
What did they do?
They went out of their way here. Let's crop this so we can watch it better. They went out of their way to stretch out all this backstory about, and here's the chick who saved Moff Gideon, and see, she's still evil, and she set up this guy, even though you thought she was being nice and being friends with him, and they went out of their way to have this side quest about the bit. See, this is the DLC from the video game that you would have played, you know? That would have been like a side quest DLC mission, because they're basically writing video games now that you can't interact with. So you...
It does very much feel like a video game.
Yeah.
Go to this level. Then go to, fight these guys. Boss battle.
Yeah. And I see what they did was they wanted to set up and stretch out and drag out this long, convoluted story about how Moff Gideon is still alive and it's the Mandalorians fighting Moff Gideon for the Battle of Mandalore. Okay, so what planet are the humans from? Like this type of thing really brings back the Star Trek in me. When I'm kind of taken out of a story and I have to go back and be like, okay, so they're from planet Mandalore. How does this planet Mandalore support humans? Are like all the humans from here, or are they from here and there in the galaxy? Right?
They're kind of... my understanding is that the human race...
Were they from, like, Alderaan?
Humans...
Or was this, like, thousands and thousands of years after humans and all the planets mixed?
They're pretty widespread throughout the galaxies, the known galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take on it. It's just... we never got an explanation if they originated on one planet or if they...
I'm overthinking it because, like, I just kind of assumed it was like, okay, well, this is like, Star Trek kind of shows how you get out into space. This is like hundreds of thousands of years after space is a thing, right? Because I kind of see this taking place like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years in the future of like, human timelines, even though it's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far. I know that, but like technologically level wise, I'm like, okay, so at some point humans were here and there, and you've got like the Yoda species. Now, did Yoda evolve on Dagobah?
No. He
didn't even evolve there, even though he looks like he could because he's a lizard.
He went into exile there.
But okay, so where did his people evolve from? Somewhere way off. We don't know.
That's never been explained.
Okay, so where did the humans evolve from, and how does this space travel work? Because sometimes it's like Spaceballs, and they remember in Spaceballs when they're climbing down into the princess's ship when they're going and rescuing her, and they didn't really have like an airlock or anything. They just kind of tethered down and laddered their way in, and they're pretty much in the vacuum of space, sorta, but they're not really like you can kind of breathe in the vacuum of space sometimes, but sometimes you can't here and there. And what constitutes the vacuum of space sometimes, and when can they and when can't they? How fast do the ships go? What fuel do they use? All these things are things that like you're not supposed to stop and think about in Star Wars, right?
Right.
All of these things. None of these things are things that really matter at all. When I'm sitting there going, where did the Mandalorians evolve from? What planet are they from? Where did humans evolve from? What planet are the Mon Calamari guys from? Or do they live in an ocean, for example?
Calamari, I guess.
Wouldn't they have like an ocean sort of biome? Why are they walking around breathing oxygen if they're so when my brain, is this a bad episode? I don't know if this is a bad episode. But this is like we got our gay Blade Runner, lesbian Blade Runner scene here. Mm-hmm. Which, okay, if you're a fan of that, I can definitely see that they're going for the stylized, she's like our she looks like she would be a noir, sort of crime hero in an alternate universe where women were noir heroes, or gay women were, or whatever. I guess that's what they're going for here. You know, this is their Blade Runner aesthetic. What's Disney's fixation on getting to people how to have pride sticking objects up their butts? I don't get it. I don't know. Did they? Did they have
sticking objects up their butts?
Did she stick something up her butt?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember her doing that.
Well, something tells me she'd enjoy it though.
She might. But I got distracted here in this scene because I'm like, oh, she's got the overcoat on. Remember when Leia had the overcoat in that Obi-Wan thing? Now, we had a thing come out from that. While I'm recapping the episode, while I'm reviewing the episode, we're just jumping right the crap in here. I gotta show you this. Where is it? Here we go. This, Rob and I really noticed because it stuck out like a sore thumb on the Princess Leia thing. This is the kid who plays young Princess Leia. So here she is.
Just saying, like, how is anyone believing that this random lump inside this guy's coat is just normal?
We said that too. We said, what is this? The Three Stooges. Who believes this? How bad are these? Like, how bad is this written? But then again, I'm like reminded of stuff like this with Star Wars, right? So we have stuff like this with Star Wars. The goofy, stupid stuff. We have people who get mad, but baby Grogu ate that mother's eggs right in front of her. Never mind. Oh, these are the same people who completely ignored salacious crumbs roasting on an open fire in the first episode. I thought they were sentient. So sometimes you can eat sentient people and sometimes you can't. Depending, right? Depending on if you're an alien or not. Well, Baby Yoda's an alien. He's okay to eat a sentient thing. I mean, how many things did Jabba the Hutt eat? But he was the bad guy. Mm-hmm. How many things do the good guys eat? You know, like every it's a trope with Star Wars. There's always a bigger fish that comes along. How many times have we seen that over and over again? A lot. Oh God, so many times just in Star Wars, it's become and a bigger thing's gonna come along anytime now and eat the littler thing. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I think people are just want to argue about Star Wars. People just want to yell about it at this point, don't they?
We've always discussed about Star Wars. Who's this guy? Who's that guy? Where's this guy coming? Where do you think he's from? But now it's just like,
now people just want to be mad just to be mad at Baby Yoda or be mad at Disney Star Wars or be mad at whatever.
Part of the reason I think is because the stuff they're giving us isn't nearly as good as the stuff we made up in our heads. Right. Because like a lot of us grew up with this stuff. You know, I was a little kid when I watched Star Wars for the first time, and most of us, like a lot of us. Did anybody ever say in the last few years, hey, you know those red guys from The Last Jedi? I really want to see more of them.
No.
Pardon.
Because I'm going to bring up that scene where they were supposed to stab Rey in the back and they had to digitally erase it. We're just getting started. Hello, Jonathan. We're just getting started.
But you know who they didn't bring back? Reva.
They have not brought back Reva yet. Mm-mm.
That's right. They haven't brought her back. You know why? Racism. That's why. They're racist against puppets.
Well, no, because they brought back Baby Yoda.
That's a third stinking lie.
He's just a better Muppet than her.
How dare you say that?
Right, enough with the Reva voice. It's way too loud. I don't care. It's not that funny. All right. So they bring him back, and I thought he was a good actor. He's just not a good actor, is he? He sticks out like Bill Burr. You know?
He's the new thing, though. Giancarlo Esposito.
Oh, is he the new Idris Elba?
Yes. He's a black guy with an Italian name.
Oh, yeah, so they like him because of that. Okay.
I keep wanting to call him Giancarlo Stanton, the guy that lives in the New York Yankees.
So he's like he wants to be our new version of a Sith Trooper clone something.
We have a new merchandising opportunity right there. What? These guys, whoever these guys are.
Oh, yeah, he's a Dark Trooper now. Is that new?
These are Dark Troopers, whatever the heck they are. That have never been seen before until now.
Well, see, this is the thing with Star Wars with me. Is like, it could have been seen, and I could have not known or remembered between Star Wars and Star Trek and all these things. And Star, like, I've got how many years of Stargate floating around up here? I've got how many years of Star Trek between 3 seasons of TOS, 7 seasons of TNG, 7 seasons of DS9, 7 seasons of Voyager, 10 seasons of Atlantis. No, 10 seasons of SG-1, 5 seasons of Atlantis, 2 Stargate Universe ones, and a Partridge in a Pear Tree. So now we've got 3 seasons of The Mandalorian on top of that, a Book of Boba Fett series, who the crap was he? Obi-Wan. We got the Obi-Wan show, where he doesn't even have the decency to have the Trainspotting soundtrack blaring in the background. Like, seriously. So I keep forgetting, like, what timeline this is in. So I'm like, is this before or after or the what? So now, because they bring in the red guys from The Last Jedi, and I'm like, wait a minute, didn't The Last Jedi people die? And then I'm like, oh yeah, this is before The Last Jedi again. It makes my head hurt. It makes my brain hurt.
Yeah, pick one thing. Pick one thing and stick to it. I mean, listen, you're jumping around. Andor is set in this time. Obi-Wan is set in this time.
And on top of that, the Lord of the Rings, that one, the Rings of Power, all that canon and lore is now floating around up here. Oh, plus I've got 4 seasons of Discovery, give or take. 3 seasons, 4 seasons of Discovery. Strange New Worlds, 3 seasons of Picard that are floating around in my head. 1 season of Strange New Worlds, 2 seasons of not in Lower Decks. I only watched 7 episodes of Lower Decks. 2 seasons of Short Treks. 3 seasons of Eureka, 3 or 4 seasons of Eureka, 2 seasons of we're going every 3 seasons of Resident Alien. How many seasons of things there? So this is where my brain goes with like all of this sci-fi stuff. I got about half a season of
are we on
Dark Crystal.
Are we coming up on season 4 of Resident Alien?
I don't even know anymore.
Have we had 3
I
seasons
don't
yet?
even know anymore. That's how I am with these. There's just so much. There's just so much. Did you know the whole "this is the way" shtick is from Stargate Atlantis? I didn't even remember that from Stargate Atlantis. Was that Ronan's people? Was that Ronan Dex's people? The Jason Momoa people? So you had the Jason Momoa... Well, see, at least Stargate explained. Okay, there was humans because the alien gods found... They were these worm people, right? They were kind of this parasitic worm people. And they found that bipedal human sort of people were the best. Because we have, limbs and thumbs. Yeah, it's the thumbs, really.
Well, okay.
It's the thumbs. We have thumbs and we're better than you. Right. So nana nana boo boo, stick your head in doo doo. Aliens, we have thumbs and you don't.
The best explanation I've heard. Okay, now this is, I'm going to have to pull from another piece
thumbs.
Of media. The best explanation as to why there are so many humans throughout the galaxy everywhere comes from the animated series Robotech, when an alien species, they were conducting genetic experiments, what type of life form would best be suited to their evolution, and they found that the human form just happened to evolutionarily just happened to be the best, most adaptable form of life there is, and that is why there are humanoids throughout the galaxy.
Some Asgard offshoot group who wanted to blow up the gate and wore the armor. Oh, those guys! Those idiots! Okay. No, you didn't see that. You have no idea what we're talking about. We're gonna go into a Stargate tangent from Stargate Atlantis. This is the one where Daniel Jackson came back for like 2 episodes. Is that the one we're talking about? I know, because they were. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. They were the Asgards who were wearing the freaking super soldier suit. Oh yeah. My lord! So the Asgard guys and the alien ones. The alien ones from Stargate.
Okay.
They look like the little gray bugs.
Right.
Okay.
I'm trying to get
you don't know.
Chat,
yeah.
I'm just confused.
There you go. Okay, so now I know what you're talking about. So when something is not engaging, my brain starts filling in the blanks with the 7,100 million other Star Trek and sci-fi and Stargate shows that I've seen that are better than Star Wars. So... Don't get me wrong, I like Star Wars, right? I've grown up liking this stuff. You get to a point, though, when we have so much saturation of this, that if they can't get this simplicity and just the movies right, to the point where they can't keep the audience, like the normies, engaged who like all of the sci-fi sort of adventure-y type of stuff. The people who are going to be like, yeah, I'm going to go through and watch all the Stargate, or I'm going to go through and watch all the Star Trek, right? The people who like this stuff to a point, but don't make only the one fandom thing their thing, right? It's going to confuse the rest of us. It's going to confuse your kind of casual people who are just tuning in for Baby Yoda and the movies. There's a lot more people And this whole new narrative of Star Wars was always for nerds. That's stupid. I don't know who the hell's going around with that one, but they're really stupid, and I don't want to hear it. Because in 1977, you saw a huge lineup of goddamn everybody. It was for everyone. It was for the people who saw Gone with the Wind. It was for everybody, right? It was simplistic enough that anybody could get it, right? Where you didn't have to go into this hardcore nerd stuff just to get this niche of an audience. Like Star Trek was. Because Star Trek was for the people who understood some science, some physics, it was
also very philosophical.
Philosophy. Yeah, you had to have some thinky people in Star Trek.
Star Trek, you had a lot of... They brought a lot of questions of morality and right and wrong, and whether or not it's a private little war, just like that. We must maintain this.
But you could still, and if you kind of understood the philosophy and the morality, then you can kind of go in and understand the science as well, because you had to have like a certain intellect to get Star Trek, right? Star Wars was more, it's an adventure, you just go with it. Who cares? Who cares how they're flying through space? Who cares where the humans come from? Who cares?
Fantasy adventure.
It's a fantasy. It's like, who cares? It's make-believe. It's another planet somewhere. Who cares? They've got it all figured out. It's a long time from now. It's so simple. They don't need to, it's like how they built the pyramids then to us. It's like, okay, well, it's so simple that they didn't even have to write it down. Sure, I'm sure they used something like water or magnets or something. We don't get it, but they did.
It's the same reason why nobody questions why Luke Skywalker can fly his X-Wing halfway across the galaxy, not once have to stop for gas.
Right. It's who cares? It's a movie.
Exactly. Who cares?
I fucking hate the midichlorians. I do too. Anytime they try and overly explain stuff. So then I see all these people, and I'm like, okay, who are these people that he's going in to talk to? He's got like a council of people. So he's going past a whole bunch of tanks of people that are on ice. Are these clones?
I don't know.
Those are the clones? Like he's trying to build a clone army of clone troopers, somethings. Clone troopers, Sith, Jedi, hybrid something.
Now you watched me. You were here in the room when I watched this. I did not go to my phone.
I was trying not to too. I had to sit over there, and I'm like, I gotta get away from the computer.
And this was a tough sit. You're right. I mean, my God. This was not that engaging.
No, it's a lot of exposition for a lot of stuff unless you are a hardcore Star Wars nerd, you're gonna be like, when did this happen? Who? Because I'm going like, I get confused of what timeline this is, right?
First of all,
because to me, I Last Jedi, then this, but now we jump back and forth.
First of all, this episode's too long.
This is 50 minutes.
Okay, it should be 40 minutes at the most.
It should be 35.
You'd be surprised if you're not writing for the typical standard television format. You could be surprised how much story you could cram in to 35, 30, 40 minutes or whatever. Cobra Kai does it all the time. They give you a good 45 minutes of story crammed into 30 minutes. You know why? Because they don't waste time with extraneous BS.
Razvan, I know the whole Will's idea was of George, but it's still a bad idea for Star Wars. Yes. I agree. Well, a lot of people are like, you can't go against George Lucas. The prequels weren't very good. I'm sorry. I never changed my mind on the prequels. I was there complaining that why are the prequels not good? All right. They look too much CGI. They look cheap for when they were made. They looked bad for when they were made, and they felt like, and I said this at the time, this is what happens when your dad gets new technology, gets a new thing, gets a new projector TV, or a new video camera or something. And that's what I said about George Lucas at the time. And I think Kathleen Kennedy remembers, and I think a lot of the people who don't get why Lucasfilm doesn't care is because we've been complaining. We have been complaining since the prequels. Mm-hmm. I admit it. Well, we're doing a breakdown. We're doing a breakdown, not a reaction. Well, it's a recap. We're recapping.
Recap. See, the other thing about this too is, listen, we all know the sequel trilogy is it's locked in here, but at the same time, as soon as you heard him say the name Hux, I was like, oh.
That's when I started going, wait, Hux is alive still? Hux is alive. He survived. I thought he died. And then I'm like, wait, this is after The Last Jedi. No, wait, this is before The Last Jedi. This is before so this is setting up those red guys in the throne room. Because we're going to get to them. So they set up Hux here in this little sequence of a bunch of Imperial a-holes, right? So you got one Colorado Esposito and a bunch of people who are like, oh, my planet's still loyal to the Empire. So's mine. My planet is still loyal. So you've got all these fussy old people.
It's Hux Senior.
Yeah, so it's going to be Hux Senior.
Hux Senior. Oh, so jobs are inherited now in the Empire again. And so another trap.
Because, like, I'm like, oh, Hux isn't this again. Oh.
Blah, 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 blah.
This type of stuff just is so grating. And this
was all like that Monty Python bit. If you ever saw, what's
Which
it?
one?
And now for something completely different. The little black blob floating, bouncing around, and there's that one guy. Blah 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 blah. And the blob covers his face. Blah 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 blah, and it just keeps going. Blah 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 blah.
Zabu decided he wanted to chew on my arm. And I'm like, well, that was a little, at least it was something to do while I was watching The Mandalorian. So he's, you know how sometimes cats are like, I want to do chew, 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 kick, 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 because they just do their little thingy. And he's a sweetie, but, you know, I sat over there and I made an attempt to not pay attention, or so I'm like, okay, I gotta get away from the computer, so I'm not doing, so show them what you're sitting on. I got like a little bench over there.
Bench over here.
Like a little, and the cat was sitting here.
This is a bench.
And I had my, I thought the Empire's destroyed it with the Return of the Jedi.
They were.
Yes. They were.
Okay, what, but, okay.
No way. Yeah, they were. So I was sitting there so I wouldn't get on the computer, right? I was sitting over there so I would not get on the computer. And then I put my arm there, and the cat was sitting in this chair, and he started chewing on my arm. And I'm like, you know, at least it gave me something to stay awake for during this. They're like the four Ginger brothers. Played by Brian Gleason, brother of Hux Jr., Domhnall Gleeson. Okay. Daddy Hux. Was played by his brother. Oh, for crying out loud.
They're already getting sick of this new republic.
I am
and
too.
Its
rules and regulations. We don't like the new republic. And Grand Admiral Thrawn is coming back or something eventually.
They're setting up the Ahsoka series.
So they're setting up the Ahsoka series, which
is going to have all women defeating the Blue Patriarchy.
That's all I saw was women, and a kitty. So I'm like, oh, it's like Captain Marvel all over again. It's just women, and a kitty. That's the new thing. It's just women and cats. And that's
well, how do you appeal to women? What do women like? They like cats.
And Baby Yoda. But I don't want to sit there and watch the Ahsoka show, even if it's a bunch of cats and women. I mean, unless the cat's in it. Because that's the thing. Like, you got one little teeny thing of Baby Yoda after 20 crapping minutes of this. So there were like 10 minutes. Okay, it was 9 minutes of this stuff. We're only 6 minutes in. We are 9 minutes in before we even get to... Is this Hux?
Research you promised us.
What become of the doctor of the research? Well, that was the guy that she electrocuted in the last episode, right?
I think so.
Is that what that set up?
Give me shock treatment.
Oh, God. So we got 9 minutes, and then the opening credits. I'm like, oh, God, that was fine. And I almost turned it off until I realized, wait a minute, that's only the opening thing. Literally, it's only the opening thing. 9 minutes in, and this is only the opening thing.
All right, I was like, okay, we're done. Wait.
Like, oh, good, it's over. And I looked over 9, it's a 50-minute episode. 9 minutes in to do nothing, just to set up that Hux is alive and the Empire is still around, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's where we get something halfway decent. We get Baby Yoda finally.
Yeah.
But we got all the people on planet Carl Weathers, his planet. Not Tatooine. What's this place called?
Navarro.
Dave Navarro. Planet Dave Navarro.
Planet
That's
Dave
right.
Navarro.
They named it after what you couldn't name it after a better guitar player than Dave Navarro. I mean, seriously. Planet Dave Navarro. They're big Red Hot Chili Peppers fans, I take it. And Jane's Addiction. What band's he in now? Is he in Chili Peppers now still? I don't know. Probably because Flea was in the goddamn last season of the thing. So they would name it after Dave Navarro. Is it named after Dave Navarro, or am I making that up?
You're probably not making
I'm probably not making it up. Is Filoni a big Dave Navarro fan? Now Dave Filoni, no, who's the one? Robert Rodriguez plays guitar. I've got that clip of Robert Rodriguez playing guitar.
With the baby.
With the baby Yoda. That was cute. So, I just really want to talk about anything but, hey, there's a C-3PO looking, protocol droid looking, I know that. That's a reference. And that's hey, look, that's a reference to the thing coming and blocking out the sun, and it's a reference. Carl Weathers the best part of the show, isn't he good? I like him though.
Carl Weathers is very good. Carl Weathers is good in just about everything he does.
He's good. I'm like, oh good, Carl Weathers is back. Oh good, something to look at. So, because, like, I want Carlos Esposito. I still remember him in Breaking Bad, where he had, like, half his face blown off. So I'm like, didn't he die? Didn't he die? And then I'm mixing up, and that's another 6 seasons of Breaking Bad. How could the Empire in Star Wars still be around if it was destroyed? David Aldridge.
Listen. No way. After any war, there's going to be some remnant forces.
Well, look at the World War II bad guys. They went and worked for NASA.
Well, no, but there's going to...
They all went and worked for NASA.
I can imagine it's going to take time for word to spread that the Empire surrendered. Empire was destroyed. But on the other hand, like I said, there are going to be true believers that are going to refuse to surrender. We used to just drop leaflets. The German government has surrendered. Please give up, or you'll be treated humanely. There's no reason to fight anymore. They would send out...
No way!
Yeah, I mean, it's not uncommon.
I don't know why it doubles still.
It worked pretty well that time.
Hey, Kid Rock with a drag queen. Look, here's a picture.
Yeah, I know.
Where is it? Oh, show me the picture.
But,
Drink a
Bring
like 20.
out your best Budweiser.
Oh, shoot. Oh, great. That's funny. Here, he'll be my special guest host.
The Emperor survived even in Legends. Yeah, there's going to be forces that are going to there's going to be guys that are just going to refuse to surrender.
Oh, that's funny.
The Emperor died and the Senate voted in a new leader. No, the Senate was disbanded. Remember that happened in the original Star Wars. The Emperor has adjourned the council permanently. The last remnants of the old republic have been swept away.
Have they? I don't believe
That's
you.
impossible. How they wish to maintain control without the bureaucracy. Regional governors will now have direct control of their territories. Fear will keep the local systems in line. Fear of this battle station. There you go. There you go. Mister, I'm going to shoot up a big 30-pack of Bud Lights. Yeehaw. But apparently you said this was an effort to get more...
Oh, weird.
More diverse people drinking Bud Light. The diverse people are already drinking, like, IPAs and shit. They're not going to drink Bud Light.
Cool, I can make him clear.
It's a ghost. It's Ghost Kid Rock.
Ghost of Kid Rock is hosting the stream. I don't know how I did it, but I'm going to leave it. Because that takes away the copyright on some of this. So, there you go.
Probably something with the opacity.
Something.
Just put that in the corner.
There. He's shocked. He's as shocked as you are. He's shocked, I tell you. He's as shocked as you are.
Russell! The Empire was destroyed. They were defeated. Death Star was destroyed. That doesn't mean all ships blew up. And they all died. That's a good point.
The Empire wasn't destroyed. They were defeated. The Death Star was destroyed. That doesn't mean all the ships blew. They all blew. It does, yeah. Well, like I said, the World War II bad guys went on to do whatever they went on to do. So they went on to they went on to all work at NASA. They went on to all work at NASA.
Well, like I said, there's gonna be pockets of resistance that are gonna refuse to surrender.
And he's drinking a pot with the drag queen with a Coors hat on.
Excellent.
Coors hat on. He's got a Coors hat on. Look at that. He's got a Coors hat. He's drinking Bud, and he's literally hanging out with a drag queen. Anyway, with a DQ. Carl Weathers. He's like, no, they're good guys. Here's an IG, or not an IG. What's this one? I like the little droid guy. I like this little.
It's not Imperial.
Look at the ship. It's not. They're all the Bo-Katan people. They're Bo-Katan's people and all the Mandalorian idiots. Baby Yoda. They're Baby Yoda. I like Baby Yoda.
Okay.
I do. He's cute.
WW II, The Long Surrender.
Uh-huh.
It is said on May 8th, 1945, that some of the victors wandered around in the days. They were puzzled by the strange silence. The nugs, the bang bangs. We can't say that word, right? The bang bangs.
The bang bangs.
The bang bangs were no longer firing the permanent barrage. Their constant companion and those during those last months since they had crossed the Rhine. Okay, let me go on. On that day, combat engineers, sergeants, serving generals, the army wrote in his. The war is over. All we can think about now is thank God. Nobody's going to shoot at me anymore. I can't be killed. I have made it. Medal of Honor recipient Audie Murphy, recuperating from 3 wounds in Cannes, went out to the crowd celebrating. Pockets of...
Say it a little louder. You're kind of quiet.
Okay. Pockets of German resistance remained. Most of the GIs were not given, however, to philosophizing. They simply got blind drunk instead. It was Tuesday, May 8th, 1945, Victory in Europe Day. It was all over. The Germans were beaten at last. There was peace again. Were the Germans really beaten? Was there really peace in Europe? Over the past few weeks, great Allied armies had swept through heat lumps, vaunted 1,000-year Rach, and which had lasted 12 years, 5 months, occupying everything from the great, if shattered cities to remote intact villages and hamlets. Okay, so there's
some historical accuracy.
There's some historical accuracy in this.
Yeah. Like I said, they didn't just go away all at once. I mean, it did take them a while in World War II, so. Does always 420 the glasses on these more money? It does. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna be spend a lot of money on glasses tomorrow. So, yes, I am getting new ones finally because these are even wearing the brand thing is wearing out. Oh, I can only wear them for so many years too. It's been years and years and years, and so I am cheap. That's my thing. It's I'm cheap. I don't like dealing with it. Yeah, it's a lot of.
So during the Second World War, it took weeks actually for all German forces to surrender. So there is historical precedent behind that. No, obviously the more remote.
Well, and you've got some of these places much like the Romans back then. I mean, they wanted to have that sort of protection and structure and whatever the people brought.
They wanted order. Without the occupiers, it was gonna be chaos.
It's all you're getting marauded by pirates, And in the books, Disney threw out, they were known as the Imperial Remnant. They had their own military. They were led by Grand Admiral Thrawn, the guy they were talking about at the beginning. So there you go.
Remnant forces.
And they are bringing in a lot of the canon from the books.
They're cherry picking some of the best elements.
Yeah. I mean, it's the expanded universe, right? And this is kind of the problem with a lot of the for me, right, I'm coming in as the normie trying to piece together the little things here and there, right? Because I think this is the issue that they're having. It seems to me like they're trying too much to appeal to this niche of a niche of a niche. To the lore heads, to the canon heads, to the people who are well, we're the true fans. All right, well, the true fans are also people who just didn't care that much about The Last Jedi because it was a really bad movie. Okay, and the little Reylo sort of crowd, they're not going to come back for whatever Rey movie because they don't like that either. They were trying to they were trying to appeal to the shipper crowd and these young little gender people who are so obsessed with this stuff.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, they're...
Grand Admiral Thrawn, yeah. I remember that
So the EU is canon now, F that. That's another thing. It's they threw it out. They threw it out, and Kathleen Kennedy's well, we can't use the EU. I think
You know
she was
why?
blaming Bob Iger for not being able
No.
to use the EU,
You know what?
and I think that's why she's announcing all this stuff, because she's like, I told Bob Iger we need to use that stuff.
You know why? Because to bring J.J. Abrams on board, he wanted a piece of the merchandising. So anything that he created, he was going to make money off of. Well,
That too.
He didn't create anything from the EU.
No. They didn't create anything from the EU. Well, that's another thing. Like, they can bring in the stuff from the EU, but they also have to pay the people for it. So they have to, like, pay the writer, like Timothy Zahn, is that who wrote this one? Yeah, they got to pay him before
unless he signed the rights away.
I think that's what happened with, like, I'd have to see the contract from Lucasfilm and Disney and George Lucas, but I don't think George Lucas had the rights to sell the EU books. Like, they licensed that from him, so they couldn't use the EU without licensing it specifically.
Well, you know what happened?
Which was what Kathleen Kennedy, I think, was referring to, instead of she had no idea about the EU. I think that's what I said in my video.
I don't think she... I think she
had to have known that there was comic books and a couple of books here and there, because I knew that there were books here and there.
Well, you know, I don't know.
And the way she said it was, well, we can't use... It's not like we have the books. It's not like we can use books or anything. That's how she said it. Like, she was passing the buck to Bob Iger. She's very much that type of person. Germany was defeated in WW2. Hitler's Third Reich was destroyed. Germany had massive economic investment into it and enabled them to become a serious economic force in Europe.
Well, actually, funny you should say that. James May from Top Gear, he had a series, Car of the People, and what happened was we had destroyed
Volkswagens.
We had destroyed much of Germany's industry, and so the Allies actually went to the Wolfsburg factory. Wasn't bombed completely flat, so they found the remnants of a KDF wagon of a Beetle, fixed it, and presented it to the Allied High Command as something to get to get the industry started again, which was going to be under the auspices of Henry Ford, and Henry Ford II deemed the design worthless. So, yes. And so, if only we had just been a little bit more thorough in bombing the German industrial base, then Volkswagen wouldn't be such a huge company today. So, but think about it though. The car of the people. The car of the people. All stemmed from World War II.
Roswell's got the quote from Kathleen Kennedy. There's no source material, Kennedy said. We don't have comic books. We don't have 800-page novels. We don't have anything other than passionate storytellers who get together and talk about what the next iteration might be. See, and that's where you could interpret that to the other way, too. You could absolutely interpret that as they did not get the rights to it. They can't use that. They can't use these books. They can't use, well, and that's true. There is no, like, source material that they're adapting. But at the same time, there's literally no source material because they'd have to go and buy it, which is what they're doing. So, I don't know. So, Rob, what you said backs me up.
What back?
I don't know. I'm paying attention to Baby Yoda. He's going to do a cute thing pretty soon. So we got blah, blah, blah. You're welcome here. Blah, 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 blah.
But the other thing, too, Jonathan Aldridge, you can't just have, 30 million people just standing around doing nothing. That's the thing. They're gonna become disenfranchised. They're being bitter. They got to, So we essentially rebuilt their industry under the Marshall Plan. I mean, that's there's plenty of books about it. I mean, we can.
So Baby Yoda, so they can't fix the IG bot guy. This is the nanny one that they were, like, he was basically dead. They can't fix him, but the Babu Frick guys come in. Look at Babu Frick. Babu Frick's bot. I don't like the Babu Frick guys. They're weird, but that was cute. So this is the one that Baby Yoda squeezed. Mm-hmm. So.
No squeezies.
No squeezies. No squeezies.
Down to his base motor functions.
So now he's a mech. So now we have mechs in Star Wars. Is this canon?
I'm not sure.
Look at baby. He wants in. He wants to go in it.
New toy.
See if he fits. New toy. Look
They
at.
do nice work, I'll give them that, but
This is very, very cute. So this is the only thing I like. He decides to be Zabu. He's like a little kitty learning how to talk.
Oh, God.
And he says, no.
Speaking, first thing...
I love him.
First thing Zabu said when he saw
He's too young to operate heavy machinery. Baby.
Zabu saw the fake tree and said, "For me, for me."
Of course he did. Babu Frick. Well, so JJ's gonna get a piece of that. I saw a Babu Frick at the thrift store. What do you mean no? No. He's like, no. Look.
I think he's saying he's old.
I want to operate it. I'm not baby. What does he
To
say?
operate heavy machinery. Maybe when he's older.
No. He says no.
Like Zabu.
No. Zabu would do
I want my pineapple.
Oh, so cute.
I want
no.
I want Nana. I want Cheetos.
So he's got a no button and a yes button. And he's so cute.
At least let him try out my office.
Okay, all right.
No. This is not a good idea. Come on.
He's like, no, mine. So people who are like, this isn't Star Wars at all. Really? This is exactly like Star Wars for me. This is like Empire Strikes Back when Yoda and R2 are going, mine. Look at him.
Hey.
And he goes nuts. He's going to squeeze Babu Frick, isn't he? Is he going to squeezies? He's going to go squeezies. Should we skip ahead a couple of seconds here? Rob. Look at mine.
Would you look at that?
He can walk in it. That's cute. He's just walking around going, mine.
Yes.
Best Star Wars episode ever. He's walking around going, yes. That's so what Baby Yoda would do.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute. That is so cute.
Yes.
Look at him. Yes. I'm just talking. I learned how to talk, and I'm talking. I'm going, yes. He's like a baby who learns how to talk. So then, of course, he's got to like buy. So this is just the Jar Jar Binks episode again from episode 1.
Listen, people like Baby Yoda. You like seeing Baby Yoda do.
What are you doing?
I'm eating mine.
Eat foodies.
Food, mine.
Foodies, mine.
Babu Frick's like, bad baby. No, mine.
No, you have to pay for those.
No. Where's this no button?
Here's some Republic credits. Float some few Republic. Yeah, all this stuff was really kind of. I volunteer.
I'm Spartacus.
I am Spartacus.
I'm Brian, and so is my wife.
I broke the dam.
So what are they volunteering for? Baby Yoda's going, no.
Mandalorian duty there. I don't know.
No.
No.
There he is. It's Baby Yoda.
Yeah, Mandalorian barbecue. Yeah, that was them.
Yeah, they're having a barbecue. That went on like 10 minutes. Who cares? No Baby Yoda really doing anything in there.
That's the big problem. The scenes go on too long.
They go on too long. They parachute into... Where the hell are they?
Mandalore.
Oh, they're going back to Mandalore again? Why?
Because
why are they going back to Mandalore? Well, survey the surface and find the forge and create a safety zone. Oh, they go back into Mandalore. So they take didn't they just go there with the first episode and he almost died?
Yeah.
Okay, so now they're going back with everybody else to almost die. Right? Is that like, okay. Forget. They almost died last time they went to Mandalore, right? Right? Mm-hmm. So they go back with all of the Mandalorians. Mm-hmm. So then you got these old people. Who are these old Mandalorian guys? They're like, we never left. We were up on the surface when everybody was in the underground. So what else is happening, Rob?
So listen, I'm trying to get. It keeps going back to the thing here.
What going back to what thing? We're here. You don't need to. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to minimize it.
I feel sorry for Katie Sackhoff. Why? She's hot. She's getting paid.
She's getting paid. All right. So what the hell is happening here? Because this is why I was playing with Zabu. Because I just couldn't pay attention to
They want volunteers to go and find the forge. Okay.
There, that's for clicking the Whopper link. No. Don't tell. Yeah, you click that. Don't. Nothing to do with the stream, please. Anyway, here. What else is happening here?
Okay, they want volunteers to go find the forge.
Clap on the window. It's really hot. Crack on the window.
Yes, ma'am.
So they want volunteers to find something. I have no idea what's happening here.
Geordi LaForge. Try to find Geordi LaForge.
They're gonna find Geordi LaForge. Oh, it's nice and windy. Here, you want to take? Because I don't remember this part. There.
Okay. Oh, there's a chess game. There's a chess game, and there's a fight that breaks out. I broke the dam. No, I broke the dam. No, I broke the dam. I'm Brian. So yeah, so they're on the boat. They've become boat a-holes.
They got boat a-holes.
They have boat a-holes. Land boat a-holes. There's land boats. That's okay. So yeah, okay, yeah, we're okay. Hey, I actually got quite a bit of room on deck there. So yeah, big old creature. We'll rest tonight and continue at first light in the morning. So
I got something to drink. I'll be right back.
yeah, more boat a-holes. So here comes boat a-holes, and okay, they go and they do the thing there. They're playing chess. Oh yeah, hey, look at me. I'm Mr. Handsome Man there. And you're so ugly, you gotta keep your helmet on. And he's like, oh no, yeah, and oh no, and you can't do that. You cheated. Yeah, oh yeah. Look, I got a chick over here. She's saying, ha 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 ha. I'm laughing at you. And so, yeah, and so, oh no, this is gonna find LaForge. He's on the other show. Hi, Jessica Butler. This is the way.
Sorry, the wind blew the door shut.
Can you believe this?
Excellent.
It's okay. So, can you believe this?
That's tomorrow's stream.
You're cheating. No, I'm not. Let's fight. We're gonna kung fu fight.
That's on tomorrow's stream.
Okay. So, oh look, we knew this would happen. Yeah. Oh, Mandalorian, I'm so hot. I don't have to wear a helmet. Yeah. Well, good thing I'm really ugly then. So I have to keep my face covered. So.
He's so bored. I don't like how they talk too. This is the word.
This is the way. Shut.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Oh, take this. Take that. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, look. I got another hot. Hey, I got two hot chicks here. You got nothing. Okay. So that's
Does
just.
the one count? Because she's.
And then Baby Yoda comes in, breaks it up. No. No.
Go play that. Play that part. Also, here.
Oh.
Here, give me.
You do that.
So Baby Yoda comes in. And he's like, no.
No.
That's what Zabu does. He's like, no.
No. He goes, no. But I can't do the hustle like Baby Yoda. So.
Baby.
So okay, there's okay. They walk away. Baby Yoda's peacekeeper, and look, I'm so adorable. And feed me. I'm gonna have foodies and Cheetos and.
He's so cute.
Okay, we're flying. Hey, I'm flying. Wee wee.
Oh, you went out?
Come fly with me. Okay, there's the armorer chick there. Okay, and oh well, look, I'm up in the fleet's all the way up in the high up in the sky there. Yeah. And so, oh, look, we're coming up on this thing. There's something moving in the distance, and it's this.
Who the fuck's this guy?
This guy needs a shower.
Who the hell is this guy? He's like reject from Game of Thrones.
He is. Oh my goodness, who the heck is this guy?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like these guys came out of nowhere, and they're like, we were wandering on the surface.
They're boat assholes.
I don't know who you guys are.
They're Star Wars' boat assholes. So, oh no! Oh, big lizard! Big lizard comes, and I'm gonna eat the boat, and I'm gonna eat all the boat.
And then a bigger lizard comes.
I'm hungry. A big lizard comes.
And then a bigger lizard comes.
I'm hungry for boat asshole. And
is that Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad, baby?
So seriously, you hated this episode. Hated the episode.
I like Baby Yoda. He's going no.
I wasn't crazy about it. Okay.
Yes.
So,
yes,
get it.
Yes.
All boat a-holes on deck. So,
yeah.
Okay. Oh no, the boat is destroyed. What are the a-holes gonna do now? So, we're gonna have to be land a-holes now. So, we're gonna run away. Run away.
So now they gotta go under the ground.
So it's on.
Okay.
So okay, we're gonna go around. Now we're gonna be underground a-holes. So okay, so now they go, and okay.
This part I just didn't
I don't
care about. This went on for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, this one goes on for a long ass time.
It went on for like 20 minutes.
Okay, so there's we're going around. Oh look, helmet hisses. Okay, and we get a good look at Mandalore. Okay, this is a they live underground. What, like a bunch of moles? I mean, what's I mean, it's they wanted a big like scene like in Fellowship of the Ring of the halls of the Mines of Moria, and it just, I don't know, this just doesn't do anything for me. There's no wow factor here for me. So, how's my teeth doing? Like Tony Robbins, big white teeth. So
that guy's weird.
He is weird. So so this was once a heart of our civilization, and now it's just a place where boat a-holes hang out. So we never left. Yeah, that's right. You never left, and neither did your boobs. So distant whooshing. There's distant whooshing. Okay, and this is whooshing. Katie Sackhoff is like saying, "Oh, was this whooshing? Oh, baby, oh, Ben, we're being attacked. Oh no, oh, we got more underground a-holes." And now this is the problem I have with this scene here. Okay, first of all, they the Empire turned the surface to glass. Well, yeah, that's theoretically possible. You know, if you drop a nuclear weapon in a desert, it's supposedly it gets so hot, the heat is so intense that it will turn the sand into glass. So that's theoretically possible. But here's my problem with this. Okay, we were told in the first season of The Mandalorian that Beskar is a very rare metal, that there's not a whole lot of it, which makes it very valuable. And suddenly, it's everywhere. They got enough to outfit all their a-holes.
Yes.
In full armor, no less. I mean, they
went into hard mode. They unlocked hard mode, and now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
They just had to dig deep enough. It's like Terraria.
So okay, like I said, this grunting. They're grunting.
They broke enough demon orbs, and now it's everywhere.
Just played a fish game. We get it. You never liked Star Wars. Oh. Okay, now here's the thing. Here's this include me in. This is all Imperial stuff. So the Empire apparently built a secret base underneath Mandalore. So yeah, this is all Imperial design here.
Well, people like that who are everybody, they're the worst part. Because Lucasfilm can't tell them apart from the Reylos, from any of them.
See, there's Baby Yoda. He whimpers.
Does he?
Because they caught Mando.
Uh-huh.
Beskar is rare in the galaxy, Rob, but found on Mandalore as its native mineral to the planet. The Imperials are mining it. Well, after the Empire destroyed Mandalore, they stole all the Beskar and have been mining it ever since. Okay, that's a detail that I admittedly must have forgotten. So, oops. So yeah. But it just seems like, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, then there's holding business. Okay, hey, oh look, I've been captured by a new merchandising opportunity. So, how long are these figures gonna sit on the shelves for? Jeff's gonna be making I see Jeff's new video. Oh god. Yeah, my teeth are doing pretty good. Oh, we skipped that one. This bunk tank give Darksaber Moff Gideon in exchange for him. Yeah, this scene is called Jeff's newest video.
Right. Anyway. All right,
Scooch.
More toys that are gonna sit on shelves forever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did we get to the red guys yet?
Not yet.
That had to CGI Ray.
They had the CGI corrected, so Ray wins.
So the Ray won.
Oh yeah, look, CGI.
I gotta find that actually. Where is it?
It's coming up.
No, I gotta find the They digitally removed Rey. Removed throne scene.
The least Jedi.
Just Last Jedi. Robot head, the autopsy, Shadiversity.
Usually it's a GIF. Scene that should have killed Rey.
Yeah, and we're off to a great start. Now, my favorite thing to do...
Who's this guy? Shadiversity, I don't know who he is, but...
Let me see. Scene should...
What's this?
Guard should have killed Rey.
Right here.
It's usually a GIF, yeah. Right.
So she spins around.
It's... Hold on.
So I want to just use
This
his
is like
name.
one of the most poorly choreographed fight scenes I've ever seen. Okay,
Ugh. Oh, and then he added something else in, really?
Well, I think he's probably just juxtaposing other fight scenes.
For fair use.
Yeah, people...
Rip off. Continuity error. Well, Screen Rant has an article. There. The disappearing blade. That should have been in her back.
Mm-hmm.
He did. Right there.
Yep.
Right there in their back. And
Watch,
then,
he's got it in his left hand.
Yeah. And then he just drops it for no reason.
And now, where is it? It's nowhere.
Yeah, because he stabbed her in the back.
Yeah, you can't stab. You must... cut! You can't stab Rey. Why not? Because she's a hero. Because she's invincible.
Well, it's just edited out halfway through the movie. No one will notice.
This was a... terrible, terrible, terrible fight scene. Terrible scene. I mean, really. Why am... The Incredible Wonder Ray.
Yeah. So that's part of why I that's part of what Star Wars where it lost me. It was
Star Wars now.
Yeah, that was part of what Star Wars. It's not that I never liked Star Wars. I liked Star Wars. It used to not be stupid though. I mean, it used to be dumb, but it used to not be dumb like this, right?
It was dumb but not stupid.
It used to be dumb like this. So there used to not be dumb like this. So I am in the Dark Trooper suit. Therefore, I am the next generation of the Mandalorian because I'm going to take the Mandalorian armor and I'm going to clone a whole army of people with Mandalorian armor clone suits, and they can all use the Force because and they're all going to be Snoke. Is this how Snoke was born?
Your guess is as good as mine.
I don't know anymore, and that's the thing. Like, I just they're so hard to piece together when I have 7,000 hours of nice out a Star Wars story, but I have that much lore and canon in my head of all of these different things, right?
Knives Out a Star Wars story.
Okay, an army that will bring order to the galaxy because nana boo doo.
What was that about armies?
I don't know. What about it?
Create an army.
And he starts laughing about it. He's like, I'm going to bring order to the galaxy.
Ha 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 ha, you fool.
You and what army? Your clone army again? I thought they tried that. Didn't they try that last time and it didn't really work out?
Yeah. Results were less than spectacular.
So then they have their shootout. Take him to the debriefing room. I'm going to go kill him.
They're going to remove his underwear? Debriefing?
Yeah. So then Bo-Katan's like, I'm the leader of this thing. You want your dark saber, you're going to have to come and get it. So meanwhile, her big guy dude does the heroic sacrifice. And he's like, I'm going to shoot out all of these people. I'm going to stay behind and shoot out all these people. While you use the dark saber to cut out a thing because I saw that in the prequels. That was in the prequels.
That was in the first 10 minutes.
I remember the prequels. Did I like the prequels?
That was the first 10 minutes. Liam Neeson trying to cut a hole through the door.
And the hole through the door. That was in the prequels. That's Star Wars now. So, so all the Mandalorians are going. They're doing go through the thing like all the action people. Meanwhile, this dude is like, I got the minigun. I'm gonna do the minigun trope and stay behind and do the minigun thing. But his minigun overheats, and he does not tap the F button to cool, or tap E to cool. Is it E or F? Tap F to cool. Cool down your weapon, just like in Saints Row. He doesn't do that. Because he doesn't remember to do that. Yeah, he doesn't remember to tap the thing. Tap to cool weapon. You gotta tap to cool your weapon in Saints Row. Because I remember that when you're fighting Zinyak. And so that level, you don't even get to play as the guy, you know. I mean, at least let me play as Bo-Katan or something where I'm fighting my way out. No. So you're tapping to cool your weapon, and then these assholes come in. I'm gonna get copyright claimed if I get too much. So they do the whole fight sequence to the song. Is this Hux? No, this isn't Hux. Which one's Hux? Because that's all Star Wars is memes and references. So these guys come out. Do they stab him through the back too, like they do Rey? Do they do the stabsies like Rey? So they do the stabsies. Oh. And then I'm like, wait a minute, didn't these guys die in Last Jedi?
This is before.
And then this is the whole argument. So back to an hour ago when I started talking about these guys.
These guys, yeah. Probably.
But I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I couldn't tell you. Because you're not a true Star Wars fan unless you can wipe your ass with Star Wars brand toilet paper at the same time as singing the entire full chorus of The Duel of the Fates while naming every single species alphabetically.
This was probably just they wanted to tie this to the sequel trilogy and to show that these guys aren't completely useless.
They are useless though. Do they need to sell these figures again so bad?
Yes, yes, they do.
They're still sitting
there. They're recycled. They're going to recycle these figures. Have no fear, they'll just walk it off. Walk it off.
I'm sorry, I'm getting loud on this one too. And that's how it ends. Where they stab this guy and Bo-Katan gets away.
Yeah, all the
and
red
they get away.
They want to prove how red shirts weren't completely useless.
So they're erasing the sequel trilogy. Clearly, they're just gonna ignore the sequel trilogy. Clearly, they're gonna erase it, right? Here's the thing. I mean, if you watch enough of this crap, you're gonna forget it anyway. How many hours until we find out what's behind the red door? Oh, it's gonna be like Locutus or something stupid.
Oh, who cares?
Spoiler: Shelby comes back, and they're all sitting on the Enterprise D. No, really. Spoiler: Shelby comes back.
That's right.
Because somebody's like, "Oh, what are the screeners I didn't get?" Yeah. You guys got screeners. We know it.
That Shelby, she has a nice tush.
And then Reva survived. Is this okay? When does Reva come into this? How old is Reva here? Is she a youngling?
Reva is.
Is she stabbed or is she?
No, Reva.
Reva's in the future, right?
This is after Luke grows up. So this is like 28. This is like 25 years after Luke.
So Reva could be in this. She's just an old woman.
That's right. I could be an old woman.
Gives old age. So if Reva, that's what you did. Oh God, please bring Reva in so I can at least tie some of these people together continuity wise.
Clink. Oh, my teeth fell out.
That's the thing that's missing to kind of get me to remember which one. Are we in the prequel era or are we in the sequel era? I do not like the prequel era.
They're asking Reva, what did she miss? What do you miss about the Empire? You know what I miss about the Empire? I had me some good denture cream. I gotta put up with this Republic crap.
Bubba Freak season 3 episode 1 is all roads lead to the sequel trilogy. They do. Well, I always thought they did. I'm like, they're not gonna erase it. Who says that? Oh, who's blowing smoke up people's butt? People are mad at me having meltdowns in 2020. At least I wasn't making up shit to grift a gullible audience. Something for you to run for sacrificing your time with therapy by watching back TV and movies. We don't have to. Record Robbie, thank you for your gallant and noble sacrifice and great service. Thank you. Yeah, I'm fine watching these. I mean, they're not making any money off of it either way. Like, remember, I get Paramount Plus anyway through the Walmart grocery delivery.
Yeah, so that's on them.
Yeah, that's like...
That's on the house.
That's on the house. That's a plus. That's an added perk. Does the sequel trilogy not make the prequels irrelevant too? Probably.
Does anybody really care at this point?
Well, yeah. I mean, because like Rey erases the whole Luke thing. But then again, I never cared that much about Luke anyway. I was like, oh, Yoda's cute. I like Yoda. He's a kitty. I like Yoda.
You say that about Reba.
Oh, it's so nice out. Well, it's like a little overcast. It's a little breezy. It's like I want to maybe go out and do some more Goodwilling. See if that tree's still there. There's no way in hell I can get that in the car, that big tree.
I'll use the Force to bring it back.
Found a big plant today. Because first off, we went to the Home Depot, right? That counts on Trekkies. He's like, I like Star Trek too. I like them both. But I'm pissed off at both of them now too. I'm so pissed. Like if they're really gonna stoop to bring back Shelby. Oh, and now he did a mind meld with Deanna because she can go inside his head now instead of just being an empath. They're forgetting Deanna's can, and then they're turning her into a Vulcan. So they've got this new preview for that coming, and I'm so not looking forward to that one. Because like I probably liked Star Trek more growing up. But Yoda was always so damn cute. Well, Star Wars was more your generation anyway,
yes.
Right? Like guys your age are huge into that.
Yes.
You're old.
Yes, I'm old. I'm old. You know who's not old? Really?
Troy was always a character that needed a better set of writing. Yeah, they still don't know how to write Deanna. So they're making... Okay, so what do they do? They're making her... Like, she can go in and see inside of his head. And he's like, I should have never let that Betazoid inside my mind. What? She can only sense your emotions.
You know what?
Did they forget that?
You know what Deanna's biggest character growth moment was? When Jellicoe said, oh, I appreciate a standard uniform.
Yeah. Wear a goddamn uniform on the bridge, Deanna.
And she actually, and Marina Sirtis said, you know what? That was a great moment because I didn't have to wear the bodice or whatever the hell it was anymore. I mean, hey, these actions not too bad. That was her big character defining moment when she had to put on
she did have the moment where she
should have worn
where she was taking the officer's test, and she kept failing. Where Geordi's like, "No, Deanna, do I have to spell this out for you? Your first duty is to your ship. Keep the peace in order, and you can sacrifice one or two little people as long as you save the ship for everybody else. Because without the ship, you got nobody.
There's no way. There's no way I can turn it without. There's no way anyone can survive in there without long enough to turn it off. Geordie, turn it off.
Yeah, Deanna's not a telepath. She's an empath. So they've got her set up like she's a Oh, we're gonna get into this tomorrow when we watch the episode. I just looked at the spoilers and this little scene that they've got on Paramount Plus, and so the scene is Jake Picard, whatever his name is, the son, Jack Crusher. Not Wesley Crusher. He's like, Deanna was in my mind. I'm never letting her into my head. She's not. She didn't do a fucking mind meld. What's wrong with you? She didn't do a mind meld. She's not she's not.
She's
not a Vulcan.
She's just helping him visualize what's.
Should have never let that Betazoid into my head. Oh, so he's racist too.
That's right. And I know a thing about racism.
And she's barely a beta. She's only half Betazoid at that.
Half Betazoids, yeah.
So I love how the whole narrative is that the Terry Matalas Star Trek is supposed to be so canonical and so in line with the thing and the really because now you're just tying it all in. Like if they're literally going to be on the bridge of the Enterprise D now tomorrow, after admitting that it's already in the JJ Trek universe,
so basically they're gonna just it's gonna be search for Spock. They're gonna steal the Enterprise D.
Yep. Well, that's what they keep saying. It's like Search for Spock.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. Sounds to me like they're mixing Vulcans and Betazoids. Yes. It sounds like they had a story that was written a long time ago that they swapped out for the Next Generation cast. Or he just kind of copy and pasted Star Trek 3 and a little bit of Nemesis and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And he probably had the AI right. It sounds like it's written by AI, doesn't it?
I'm wondering.
It sounds like it's written by AI. Like Terry Matalas just didn't even write anything. He just fed in a bunch of story ideas and said, could you write a script that sounds like a Star Trek script with the cast of the Next Generation instead? Knowing the stories
I
of the...
just want to know how they're going to explain why the Bridge of the Enterprise D is so brightly lit and everything else is so dark.
Right. Well, they explained why everything was so dark was because they were from the Mirror Universe. And in the Mirror Universe, humans and the sun was not as bright. Okay, well, if the sun wasn't as bright, then if you knew anything about science or Star Trek, then you would know that the sun would not be bright enough to support life as we know it if it didn't burn as hot in the right temperature range that we've evolved at. So the brightness of it has definitely something to do with the heat and the species, and we'd be completely different if the sun was different in their universe.
That's right.
Oh my god, these people writing Star Trek are stupid, and this is why I can't keep Star Wars straight in my head, because I keep like the higher science stuff in my head about, that, and I leave the thinky Star Trek stuff to me, and I leave the Star Wars stuff to, Grogu, where it's just... Yes, 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 yes. No, yes. No.
You don't say no.
He's so cute. He's so cute. Oh, he's so cute, though. So we're going to be watching that tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
I got an eye appointment sometime, and I got to get glasses. Well, don't tell them that. Don't tell them.
I'm not telling you. I'm showing you this many.
So I'm going to be doing something sometime, so. This will just stay up as a stream. And, I like doing these recaps because,
like I said, we're looking at Jeff's.
They are fun to.
We're looking at Jeff's from World Class's next video.
Yeah.
Yeah, these Red Guard guys. Yeah, they've been on the shelf forever. Yeah, they're just here they are. Ollie's cheap stuff, $5.99. Yeah, they could go in the pile with Rose Tico.
And the Ray Pez dispensers. Created by Jon Favreau. Who wrote this one? Some a-hole. There's a baby in a thing. Oh, here's a baby in a thing. There's a baby in a thing. Do you know how easy it is to edit these credits? You just do a dissolve and a push, and a dissolve and a push.
Look, there's a 3D effect, though.
No, there's not. That's just a drop shadow on the, No, that's just a drop shadow on the text a little bit. Just a teeny hair of a drop. Like, I could literally do this in... Oh, some of this is 3D, though. Yeah, some of that is. You're right. But you could do something like you do a push. Is this their volume?
Well, there's certain computer programs I think that will give a 3D.
Actually, I think you could do that too. You give
that will make a 3D effect give a 3D effect to a photo.
I think there is. So Stargate SG-1 is our last hope. I always liked Stargate SG-1. Terry Dews, another Kirkman blowing smoke up people's asses. I think so. I think he is. They're literally doing the same crap, just saying it's so much better, but it's not. And it's really just the same, I think. But yeah, that's our recap. Did we miss anything else?
No, don't think so.
Did we miss anything? What time is it? It is almost what?
5.
What time is it? It's 5. It's almost 5. All right, it's getting to be about dinner time, isn't it?
Yes.
Pretty soon. What do you want for dinner?
Don't know.
I don't either. I don't either. What is going on YouTube? I'm trying to figure out what the crap's going on YouTube. I'm trying to find what window I'm on too. Okay, there. This window. This is the window I'm on. This is the window I'm on. When I first saw SG-1, I thought it was a Star Trek show. It's good. I like it. Remember Stargate Atlantis? The Asgards are not extinct. The origin of This Is the Way piece. Yeah, so they're just ripping it off from Stargate too. And that's the other thing. Save me from having to watch this crap. Well, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'd say just... I think people, honest to God, they're going to just wait and watch it after the fact. They're just going to marathon it. They're going to watch it all in one go, and the people who like Star Wars just fine are going to avoid the week-to-week people talking about it. What do you think?
I think...
People are used to streaming, so they're used to, like, getting it all dumped at once. So.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm still old school. I like the whole appointment television thing, but...
Yeah. The appointment. Well, I mean, I like that we get a new episode a week. That much I do like of stuff, because then I'm like, okay, so for the next 8 weeks, I've got a couple of things that I'm going to focus on, right? So at least I have a couple of like some stuff to do, right? I'm not having this it wasn't like in 2020 where I'm like, what's going on that's not politics and COVID? What's going on that's not politics and COVID? You know? So at least there's shows again. At least there's stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Because at least remember when everybody went nuts over Tiger King. I totally understand why. They wanted something that wasn't what was going on, current events, basically, so... But yeah, binging is the way. I think a lot of people want to binge watch. Speaking of binging watching, I don't want people to have to sit through a huge long thing for a recap. So if you guys do want to watch it, I'm going to leave this up. It's an hour and a half, but, 10 minutes of what? Intro commercials and stuff. So something towards you or yours around Stindins. Happy eating. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. You guys are way too generous. I don't deserve you. I am trying my best to kind of...
Excellent!
Try to guys... Oh, I was thinking about doing a reaction to the haters. To one of my hater videos. To one of those... Because I got one guy who uploads and is botting every time I'm on Twitter, every response with, like, a hater video from, like, a year ago. So... If I react to those, right? So I grabbed him off of his channel, uploaded him onto another one. So, if he wants to copyright strike it, please, by all means, do copyright strike that channel. I'm more than okay with you doing that. Then I can get, some legal action against him for harassment. Especially because he's in Canada. And, so that's enough. So, but I figure... One of the things I can do is just react to it, because I'm like, I don't care. You freaking were yelling at me, sending me all kinds of crap during and over a stupid actress. Yeah, I was going to cry about it in 2020 when the world was ending during, mom's health stuff before all that, because she wasn't, like, yeah, it was going to be enough for me to freaking, and if that's what they really, really want as an own against me, then, I will just make fun of it and be like, wow. So that's what I was thinking about doing a stream of and doing, like, just reacting to one of those, because he's got one where he's got Bree's non-existent backside dancing over a meltdown video. Where I'm like, shove her up your... So he doesn't even like like if he knew how to edit as well as he did. So he's trying to get an editing job in Canada. That's one of the things he does. If he knew how to edit as well as he thought he does, which he doesn't, because he's only just putting me on a little cell phone in the corner, which is really, really, like, I can do that. Like, I could at least shove that cell phone up Bree's backside. Maybe we should do that. Can we take that video and take me in the corner, put me up Brie Larson's butt? I think we could do that. That'd be pretty easy to do the illusion of that. But the action, I might do a stream of that. I'm not sure when. At some point. But yeah, it's just like so... It's so like, seriously, this is what I'm still dealing with after all this time? This is what they still think is like nobody cares. Nobody cares about what my reaction was 2 years ago. Nobody cares. And the fact that I've had more people support me after seeing how bad these people have attacked me to the point of tears. Please, by all means, I'll put that up and I'll react to it just like I did the Snyder thing. I'm so tired of letting the internet think that it has any right to dictate my behavior. Seriously, it doesn't. It doesn't. The anti-cancel culture people who got mad over half of that stuff. So, I mean, they're pro-social credit, is all they're saying. They're pro-social credit score with this accountability shit. All right. Are nice Canadian with a bad sense of humor? What I meant by the Canadian thing was they have some legal consequences for attacking people online. They do have some legal things. So I think I can actually, probably prosecute him. At the very least. And, I might be crazy and he might, get a visit. Probably not, though. But that's the thing. That's the thing, though. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what I can do with that information. He doesn't know. He doesn't, like, I have so many options available to me. And especially with so that's the thing, because there's legal actions you can take with Canadian citizens when things become international incidents, when things become, you know, especially when it comes to attacking people online. Yeah. So, I'm going to use that against him because I'm tired of it. If I have to, maybe. Or I might do nothing with it. I might just ignore it after I react to it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because I am a woman and I can't hold a grudge. And I do remember specifically from, 3 years ago, this guy. So, or from 2019. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. I am Mecha. We will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye.